Hello, my future child/children. Your mother and I are part of what is commonly referred to as
worst generation ever.
Or you could just call us millennials. The old baby boomers are the ones mostly perpetuating this notion that millennials are lazy and arrogant. Personally, I feel like it's a bit of jealousy, considering our generation is achieving things that the boomers could only dream of. Kim Jong-un runs a country and is vilified out of jealousy because he's a successful millennial. Pamperchu overcame cancer and lived the American dream by dumpster diving for used diapers. XXXTentacion was on his way to change the world with his boundary-pushing music and innovative sound design, only to be bullied out of the music industry, probably by old racist baby boomers that wanted more Willie Nelson albums. Personally, I feel like millennials get a bad rep. We've made great strides in environmental safety initiatives. Let's go through a history lesson, just so you can see all the different ways we've improved your life. Pretty early in my life, Titanic was basically the biggest movie on screen. It was a true story about a free-spirited aristocrat and a homeless dude that wanted some ginger puss. It centers on this couple, Jack and Rose, as they sail in the Titanic, which is the name of the boat. Don't you love it when the stars align like that? You know, when the title of the movie and the name of the boat are the same. That's like when Lou Gehrig got Lou Gehrig's disease. I mean, what are the fucking odds? So on this boat ride, the couple falls in love with each other. Their souls mingling. Everything's going just perfect. Perfect, I tell you. And then BAM! They hit a fucking iceberg and the boat goes down. Everyone dies, including the band, except for Rose. Rose is perfectly all right. She survives by floating away on a door or something. But Jack dies. But he got some puss, so don't worry. He got some of that ginger puss. You know, everything works out in the end. I'm sure you're asking the same question that everyone else was asking at the end of this movie. Now, I'm not referring to whether or not Jack could fit on that piece of wreckage at the end. We all know Rose was on that boat looking for some exotic fire cock. She wasn't gonna marry this dude. He didn't have any fucking money. What was she gonna do? Give up tea parties for the rest of her life to live with Jack? Yeah, fucking right. No, my friend. You were wondering, what was that giant chunk of ice doing out in the middle of the Atlantic, like a landmine, waiting to take out that stupid Titanic and ruin Jack's, dreams of getting a pony or whatever the hell he wanted to do. We millennials asked the exact same question, and we didn't sit around making world wars about it, my friend. We actually got up and did something. I got to doing some research, and apparently the ocean is full of these fucking things. Look at this, it's like a minefield. How are you supposed to get through that? Our generation has been doing some solid work making sure that these goddamn icebergs are taken care of for future generations. And I got some pretty goddamn good news. Here's a recent headline I saw on August 25th, 2017, and it brought a tear to my eye. I'm gonna tell you that. Tanker becomes first, it's a big headline, to cross Arctic without icebreaker. This is important because when tankers or cargo ships would go across the Arctic, they would always have this ship in front of them breaking icebergs out of the way, leaving a nice safe path for the cargo behind them. The ice cap, as they call it, is almost gone. This is good for two reasons. One, we all know the Jews created the ice cap as a ice yarmulke, basically sitting on top of our world as a constant reminder of their influence on our global economies. Well, I'm not gonna fall for it anymore, all right? I'm an enlightened millennial. I've read Mel Gibson's book titled, "If Jews Are So Great, Why Haven't They Come Out with Jews Too Yet?" And two, obviously, if the Titanic were to set sail today, Jack would make it safely all the way over to America and get rejected at the exit ramp and probably spend out the remainder of his life giving out free samples at a Sam's Club. In conclusion, I want you, my child, to remember a couple things. One, yes, me and your mother have always hated each other. And two, when you're in your history class in your new school in Colorado that we had to move to because of the raising sea levels, that although the history books makes the millennials look like a bunch of selfish asses, which we are. Just remember, every time you go to a Starbucks and get a nice large cup of diabetes, you sit there and think that the millennials are the reason there's a fucking Starbucks on every street corner. And whenever you drive on over to the Appalachian beach to have a nice time in the sun, consider that previously, you would have to drive an extra 6 hours to get to that same beach. And remember that minefield of ice? Completely gone, my friend. We took care of that so that you could have nice, safe journeys across the oceans. We saw movies like Finding Nemo and Waterworld, and we decided, damn, that looks fucking awesome. Let's make more of that. From the deepest part of my heart.
What can I say except you're welcome?